Hey guys, just thought we'd do an informal, quick video to thank you all for getting us across the milestone of 100,000 subscribers. I'm filming this from behind the scenes at our studios, and I'll show you around in a little bit. But before I do that, I just want to again thank you for watching the channel and supporting us, supporting our sponsors and aviation. So on Christy jumping, let me give you a bit of a background. A couple of years back, we had Heath Richardson on the show in the hangar to primarily bring awareness to the general aviation audience of the need to fly carefully around jump zones. And Heath invited Christy and I out to his dive operation near Dallas. And quite frankly, I was all for it. I'd done one jump and it was just so freaking amazing. So I kept reaching out to Christy asking, would this day in 2 weeks work? No, I'm busy with this. Well, how about this other day? No, I'm busy with that. And it didn't take me long to figure things out. So flash forward to AirVenture 2023. I had Kerry McCauley as a guest, and he's a famous ferry pilot, but I'd read his book and knew he'd done over 20,000 jumps. And yes, we did ambush Christy about it, but she suggested the whole, I'll jump when we reach 100,000 subscribers. That wasn't coerced, but it was on film, and now we had it. At the time, we had about 58,000 subscribers, and so the ticking clock began. Well, yesterday afternoon, the countdown concluded, and we reached the huge milestone.
Hey everybody, Kerry McCauley here. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody at the Taking Off channel for reaching 100,000 subscribers. Well done, guys. Now, if some of you might remember, Christy promised to go skydiving with me when you guys reached that milestone. So get ready, because I'll be seeing you and Dan up there pretty soon.
Meanwhile, Christy has escaped to Mexico.
Well, apparently, while I was flying today, we hit a milestone on the channel and hit 100,000 subscribers. So just wanted to thank everybody so much for supporting our channel. We really appreciate you. And looks like I'm gonna need to go get my parachute fitting because we did it. So, and just in time for me to go to captain upgrade, which happens here in a few days. So thank you again to everybody, and continue liking, subscribing, and sharing our content. See you all later.
She's being such a good sport. And for those who might think that we're making Christy jump or bullying her, I want you to know it'll be 100% her call. We are having fun in front of the camera playing up the drama, but it's totally up to her. And currently I'm talking with a jump operation with the goal of setting a time maybe late April or even as late as June. There's a bunch of scheduling things we have to work out, but I'd like to make this a big event, and whoever wants to come, please come. And you know, if you want to jump, I'll work out a link or something for you to register or to get in touch with the operation. Looks like we might even be able to get Brian Turner. Chandra Patey has said she'd like to jump with Christy. We just have to see if her schedule works out. Carrie, of course, will be there. Also, a former Golden Knight jumper, Jeff Hawk, who will be on an upcoming episode of In the Hangar, will be the one who actually jumps tandem with Christy. That's who she's comfortable with. I'm hoping to do my first solo jump when Christy jumps. I have a lot of just logistics to work out, and safety above all. And we'll do this in the Dallas area. We looked at more exotic locations, but I'd like to have my crew there, and it's just cost prohibitive to travel them. So what's the big deal with 100,000 subscribers on YouTube? Well, actually, technically, the subscriber count means very little to a channel, but it's a great KPI, a key performance indicator, and makes it easy for people to know where the channel stands. In reality, it's the views that mean everything. So if you want to help us out the most, watch the videos and watch them all the way through. And believe it or not, it force multiplies if you click on one of our videos one after the other when you finish watching. You know about the 100,000, but what about the numbers that really matter? Well, here they are. In the 6 years since I created the channel, we have uploaded 822 videos and received 17.6 million views and 1.8 million hours watched. We've had 2 videos with over 1 million views, but for the most part, the channel has been built by what I consider base hits and doubles. Would I love a steady stream of home runs? Well, sure, but games can be won with a bunch of base hits. And our daily view average fluctuates greatly, but over the last year has been around 15,000 views a day. And this is what I'm so grateful to you for. I've gotten to know some of you out there that are watching the videos, and honestly, that's one of the best parts of the channel. You know, thanks for engaging with me in the comments and on Instagram, on Facebook, or in person at the air shows and events. So let me show you a little bit more behind the scenes of where we make everything. This is Serendipitous Films. It's my film, TV, and video company. I started it in 1999, and we've made movies, TV shows, and a lot of corporate communications, like marketing and training videos. I didn't start flying until 2015, and in 2018, I decided as an experiment to grab the bag of GoPros and start making videos for a channel. And within the first 6 months, I asked Christy to come on and help. Well, this is our suite of edit rooms. The studios we shoot in the hangar is actually downstairs, but here in our little foyer, I've set up the studio to do the news stories and investigative videos. You might recognize it. It's pretty cramped. And I've got gear that we just rolled in here from a couple of new Arrowverse original shows we're producing. And by the way, check out Arrowverse. It's really great. I'll put a link and a discount code in the description below, but sign up. We've got an administrative office, and this is where we work out of with the podcast, and it's kind of messy. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm never this messy, but that's not true either. So right now we have about a dozen different projects happening, and we have 3 editors that work here. We have Train is working right now on some stuff right there, and then we also have Steph, who works out of this, and Steph is the one who also does all the really cool graphics. And my main editor is in there right now working on a show. And of course, then we have our equipment room, which again, very, very messy, but you can kind of see what's going on. And of course, we have our break room. Now, almost all the videos that you see on the Taking Off channel are actually edited by me, even though I have all these editors, for several reasons. First, the channel, especially in the early days, well, just didn't make a lot of money, so I didn't want to take S-Film's resources to work on it. Secondly, a lot of the editing really does require aviation knowledge. You know, you don't want to put a picture of a high wing when we're talking about Piper, that kind of thing. I'm hoping to get more help in that arena, but we'll see. And that's a little bit of pulling back the veil of the operations here. Again, thank you for subscribing, and please continue to watch the videos. That's the most important metric. And of course, our sponsors who make it possible for me to hire the crew to shoot everything, to travel to the places, and enable us to bring you this kind of content. And let me just stop for a moment to give you some real talk about the sponsors. So each one is a pilot in general aviation. Each one is a personal friend now, and each one makes great products or services like FlyingEyesOptics.com. Dean there was actually our very first sponsor, and I love hanging out with him. We've had some great adventures, so use our discount code TAKINGOFF, all caps, one word, if you order a pair. Now, something new. They've got a service, a new service that assists you getting reimbursed for your optical insurance called Binky. So check that out. Also, Colton Mortgage. Not a lot of mortgage business lately as rates have increased, but if you are in the market, Brant runs the company and they can really help you in every step of the way. Brant just bought a 421. I've been trying to pressure Brant into offering airplane loans, and maybe someday soon. I talk a lot about 67 Designs, but I've been out to their manufacturing in Dallas. These guys are small, but very high quality. Gavin reminds me of Mark Patey, offering absolutely the best engineered product you can get. 67D.com. And I mentioned Z-Vision, that's XEVision.com. Dan out of Utah really does have the brightest lights, and we're about to brighten up Lola, and I can't wait to show you that. And then Jerry at ClemensInsurance.net. I talk about Jerry saving me money, but it's real. Nothing's wrong with my previous broker, but when I moved to Jerry, by asking some in-depth pilot experience questions, he was able to get my premium down over $1,000, and that was with the same underwriter. And a special shout out to Nick at Marshall Protective Services. Nick is someone who really believes and supports our content and has become really one of my most trusted friends and advisors. Thank you, all of our sponsors. For sure, we couldn't get there without you. And one more big thank you for you watching. And that's 17.8 million times. You made this happen. I appreciate you guys so much. And as always, leave comments. And if I can reply, I will reply. Take care. Remember, superior judgment trumps superior skill. We'll see you.